Behind the bonnets lives a world you never imagined. They walk past you at farmers' markets with downcast eyes, their faces framed by white prayer caps, their bodies concealed in plain dresses that reveal nothing. But what you don't see is the strength burning behind those modest appearances. Amish women possess a physical power and natural beauty that comes from lives spent working the land with their bare hands. Their skin glowing from chemical-free living, their bodies shaped by constant physical labor that puts modern gym routines to shame. Their features, untouched by makeup or cosmetic procedures, carry a purity that stops people in their tracks when they actually take the time to look closely. But here's what nobody tells you. These women harbor secrets about their lives, their freedoms, and their desires that would shatter every stereotype you've ever believed. A nation within a nation scattered across the landscape. The Amish don't occupy a single territory, yet they've created something more powerful than borders. Cultural islands that exist throughout North America, primarily concentrated in Pennsylvania, Ohio, and Indiana. Pennsylvania Dutch country, centered in Lancaster County, represents the oldest and most traditional Amish settlement, established in the early 1700s. Over 84,000 Amish people live in Pennsylvania alone, creating a civilization that operates by completely different rules than the modern world surrounding it. When you look at a map, you'll find Amish communities spread across 32 states and 4 Canadian provinces, each settlement maintaining its own distinct practices and levels of technology acceptance. The largest settlement, Holmes County in Ohio, houses over 42,000 Amish across a patchwork of farmland that looks like it belongs in the 1800s. Geography that preserves a time capsule. These settlements aren't randomly placed. The Amish deliberately chose rolling farmland with rich soil, access to water, and enough isolation to maintain their way of life without constant interference. Lancaster County's landscape features gentle hills covered in perfectly maintained farms, where windmills spin slowly above barns that were built by hand over 200 years ago. The roads cut through fields of corn, wheat, and tobacco, interrupted by covered bridges and one-room schoolhouses. No power lines cross Amish properties. No cell towers interrupt the skyline. The geography itself enforces their separation from the modern world, creating visual boundaries that tourists can actually see and feel when they cross from contemporary suburbs into Amish farmland. Borders defined by choice, not force. Here's where it gets fascinating. The Amish maintain invisible borders more effective than any wall. They live completely surrounded by modern society yet remain utterly separate through sheer willpower and community enforcement. These aren't legal boundaries, they're cultural ones. An Amish family might live next door to an English family, that's what they call all non-Amish people, yet the two groups exist in parallel universes. The Amish cross these invisible borders daily when they interact with modern society for business, visiting stores, selling goods at markets, or working in English-owned businesses. But they always return to their side of the cultural divide, where different laws apply, not government laws but ordnung, the unwritten rules that govern every aspect of Amish life. The heartland of American tradition. Lancaster County attracts over 8 million tourists annually, making it one of Pennsylvania's top destinations. Visitors come expecting to see quaint farms and horse-drawn buggies. And they do, but what surprises them is the sophistication hiding beneath the simplicity. Amish craftsmen produce furniture so exquisite that pieces sell for thousands of dollars or euros in high-end stores across the country. Their quilts, hand-stitched with patterns passed down through generations, fetch prices between $500 and $5,000 or 460 to 4,600 euros depending on complexity and size. The agricultural output from Amish farms, produced without modern machinery, rivals or exceeds that of conventional farms, proving that older methods still work when combined with incredible work ethic and intimate knowledge of the land. What lies beneath those plain dresses? Now we arrive at what those women don't want outsiders discovering. Not because they're ashamed, but because the truth is more complex than any outsider could handle. Amish women work harder physically than almost any modern woman you'll ever meet. They rise before dawn to milk cows by hand, tend massive vegetable gardens, preserve hundreds of jars of food for winter, sew all their family's clothing, and manage households that would overwhelm anyone accustomed to modern conveniences. This constant physical labor creates bodies that are lean, strong, and remarkably healthy. Their diet, free from processed foods and full of fresh vegetables, raw milk, and home-raised meat, contributes to a kind of vitality that shocks healthcare professionals. Studies show Amish people have significantly lower rates of obesity, heart disease, and certain cancers compared to the general population. The beauty nobody talks about. But there's more to this story. Amish women don't use makeup, don't style their hair beyond simple buns hidden under prayer caps, and wear identical plain dresses in solid colors. Yet when you actually see them up close, many possess a natural attractiveness that cosmetics could only diminish. Their skin, protected from harsh chemicals and excessive sun exposure by their clothing and bonnets, often appears decades younger than their actual age. Their hands, though work-roughened, move with practiced grace. Their eyes, when they do meet yours, carry an intelligence and depth that comes from lives spent in contemplation and community rather than endless digital distraction. Foreign visitors often comment that Amish women possess something rare in the modern world: genuine presence and authenticity. Secrets of the Rumspringa period. Here's something explosive that most documentaries gloss over. During Rumspringa, the period roughly from ages 16 to early 20s, Amish youth are allowed to experience the outside world before deciding whether to be baptized into the church. During this time, young Amish women and men technically aren't bound by church rules. Some maintain their plain lifestyle. Others experiment dramatically with modern clothing, smartphones, parties, even alcohol and dating English people. The community largely looks the other way during this period. What's shocking is that despite this freedom, about 85 to 90% choose to return and be baptized, voluntarily accepting restrictions that most modern people would consider unbearable. The power structure nobody expects. Within Amish homes, women wield enormous practical power. While men technically hold authority in public and church matters, women control the household economy, make daily decisions affecting the family, and exercise veto power over major choices through subtle influence. Amish marriages operate as genuine partnerships where each person's role is clearly defined but mutually respected. Women don't pursue careers outside the home, but they run sophisticated home-based businesses producing baked goods, crafts, and preserved foods that generate substantial income. Some Amish women operate businesses earning six figures annually in dollars or euros while still maintaining their traditional roles. The financial savvy and business acumen of Amish women surprises economists who study their communities. Technology used that would shock you. Here's a revelation worth exploring. The Amish aren't as technology-free as you think. Different communities have different ordnung rules, creating a spectrum of technology acceptance. Some groups use pneumatic tools powered by compressed air instead of electricity. Many use diesel generators to power welding equipment and refrigeration in their businesses. Solar panels are increasingly common because they're not connected to the public grid, making them acceptable under many communities' rules. Some Amish women use modern sewing machines modified to run on alternative power. Gas-powered washing machines exist in many homes. The key isn't rejecting technology entirely but maintaining control over which technologies enter their lives. The hidden economic powerhouse. Amish communities generate billions of dollars annually through agriculture, construction, furniture making, and tourism. The Amish population doubles approximately every 20 years because families typically have 6 to 8 children, creating economic expansion that most businesses would envy. Lancaster County's Amish contribute an estimated $3 billion, or 2.8 billion euros, to Pennsylvania's economy each year. Individual Amish businesses thrive because of their reputation for quality, honesty, and fair pricing. When an Amish craftsman gives you a price and a timeline, you can trust both completely. The choice that defines everything. So we've uncovered the reality behind those modest bonnets and plain dresses. We've discovered that Amish women aren't oppressed victims but active participants in a lifestyle they've chosen, possessing strength, beauty, and agency that manifests differently than modern feminism but no less powerfully. They don't want you discovering these truths because it complicates the simple narrative, because it challenges assumptions about progress and freedom, because it suggests that maybe their way of life offers something valuable that modern society has lost. Now it's your turn to weigh in. Drop a comment telling us which city or country you're watching from And what surprised you most about the Amish lifestyle? Would you ever consider living without modern technology? Hit that hype button right now and smash the like button because it genuinely helps our channel grow and costs you absolutely nothing. We appreciate every single one of you for being here. Before you go, click one of the suggested videos on your screen to discover more fascinating cultures and hidden truths about communities around the world. Until next time, keep questioning what you think you know.